Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Redskins going up against the Seahawks. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Washington Redskins and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
3 yards to go on second down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
And they only need a little bit here. Third down and very short. They'll try and sneak it here. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Man, you talk about a coach setting the tone on the first drive of the ball game. On his own side of midfield, he says, forget it, punting unit. We're going for it. And his guys are able to get him a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now this time he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly
first quarter. Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a handoff as they run left side. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So second and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Third down now following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
The always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He'll get about 6 as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team, and that's exactly what we just saw.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a really fine play there because anytime you see a comeback route, that means you cannot just stay in one spot and make a play on the ball. You've got to move your feet and move with the receiver, and that's exactly what he did.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Another pistol look here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly Just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on 2nd and 10 now. This will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes first is often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To him right up the gut. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. Going up top. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll be first down, Redskins.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to take it into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
On the give, this is their fullback. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Dark side.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Second down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight forward at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of pump balls as we just saw there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The play clock's running down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh shutting down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed. Watching that, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Here we go. Detroit. 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Play clock winding down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Time running out here on the play clock. On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding time. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. This defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Back to the air here after the INT. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
He's going to look deep down, and this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. And even 50 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing. Oh, no, lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver, 74 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They'll go with a keeper. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. time he'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physical. Sometimes that leads to drops.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that play win, nope. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Another pistol look here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, you fucking kidding me?
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to go to time. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The Seahawks Offense go for it, but can't convert. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over when 4-on-4 didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they'll run it here. That's strong running. And he cuts it right sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Second and 10, he'll look. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds left.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they're able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. So he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
What's them people that be getting rappers to speak?
Woo-wee. Shit. Mm.
The game, Sim.
Woo.
Popping it up. I seen that little pole shit. Bitch the hell out of her.
Oh man.
Oh shit, Sim, you still in here? I ain't even know.
Yeah, that's all muted.
Yeah. No, I
Hey, you
wasn't.
an old transformer ass nigga. Don't talk shit with your boy, you heard me?
No, I was just, I had to concentrate because, man, I know I was trying to concentrate because steelpulse called me out. I couldn't lose. He was calling me out. Yeah, right. I had to get Foley on him one time just to let him know. I got a picture of it too. Right. It's like never mind who you thought I was. I'm Rick James, bitch. So he was a little pissed. I only gave up 2 field goals. Man. You see Gary Fensick Jr. out there now? 3 sacks. Hey, that motherfucking Griffin. Woo, he broke one. I was like, yes, Lord. He broke one. I was like, ooh, Charlie.
That should be a conditioning pick right there. It's a bright future in front of him.
Oh my goodness, he sealed it in with a 45-yard run. He got to that corner. And it was like mimi, zip, bang. It was like mimi, zip, bang. Ooh, he did well. He was covered in a lot of space. I like him, man. He just. Right. Nah, he played pretty good, man. He played pretty good. I mean, I got 2 90-speed middle linebackers in the middle, so
let me get one of them.
It's pretty good. You let you get one of them. Ooh.
Yeah, let me get one of them.
I know, right? So, it's that Obama got his imprint all over this shit, don't he?
Man, come on, Chubb. Man, Chubb. You. I mean, damn. Yeah.
Right. I was like, who the fuck is Chug? He like Chug. What the fuck? Who the fuck?
Dog. You in Southside Chicago, dog.
Yes, sir.
I just hustle over there, dog.
Oh shit! There you go.
Let me get it. Let me get it from
that 4CH, baby. Oh man.
I mean, I don't bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I got hitters. I don't shit.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, baby. I hear you. Shit. I know you about that business. I know you about that business.
Let me stop lying, nigga. That's that goddamn Bacardi. I have to get out of right now. Shit, that shit talking to me.
They're having all that fun right now.
I'm just enjoying life right now.
Man, Del Greco is still fucking beasted. 2 sacks that game, man. Fuck. He's ageless, man.
That's how I kind of feel about Shaq Lawson. I didn't want to sign him, but I had to tag him for 15 million.
You got to. You got to, because he's still performing, man. These.
He declined my 1 year offer. I'm like, all right, bitch.
You're right. You got to tag. Like, if Del Greco this, I got to tag you, bro. I got to tag you. When I say Seahawk for life, nigga, I mean Seahawk for life, nigga.
Nigga, you about that Greco, how was about Rivers last match?
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
Yo,
That's my Rivers.
Hey, Rivers was not going nowhere. That nigga was like 80 years old, still getting this shit done.
He was getting it done, man. But then you see, I finally gave Boucher some sign, and he got a sack too. I was like, all right, Boucher.
Heard all that shit they're talking about.
I know, right? Wow. Oh man.
I hate when they spy me like that. Ooh, that shit's so good.